Welcome to my channel. To find my videos easily, don't forget to subscribe my channel. In today's video I will tell you about effects of Mercury retrograde in Aquarius and Capricorn on your zodiac sign. What is retrograde? A retrograde is the reverse motion of a planet from the direction it is supposed to move in. The most interesting part? It is an illusion created because of the differences in the orbits of the Earth and the planet. When seen from the Earth, Mercury will be in the retrograde motion, which means the observer will see it moving backwards. The retrograde motion of the planet is taking place in Aquarius and Capricorn, beginning from 30th of January 2021. Mercury retrograde dates in 2021. Today, we are talking about what the first Mercury retrograde of 2021 will bring to our lives. Mercury in astrology is the planet of communication and intelligence. It is the bestower of good communication skills, especially speech. Mercury also inspires creativity and curiosity. A planet to have in your zodiac, right? There is one catch, however. Retrogrades are believed to bring misfortune to every zodiac sign, historically speaking. But every day is the new beginning. Let's find out what the retrograde has in store for us. Will Mercury in Aquarius and Capricorn bring good fortunes, or retrograde is here to live up to its name? Effects of Mercury retrograde 2021 on Aries. Aries. You may want to be careful who you deal with, even if they are your friends. You may spend good and bad times with your friend during the retrograde. It is also a time that you may get inclined to a research field. This may also be the time to look after your parents and similarly, your children. Why stop at the retrograde? Find out all you need to know about 2021 with your personalized 2021 highlights report. For students, this is likely to be a good time. Elder Aries are advised to avoid any long or even short trips. This is likely to be a good time for your younger siblings, and on the contrary, your elder siblings may face tough times. You are likely to make new friends during this time. A betrayal can be foreseen as the result of this retrograde, and it may take you longer to reach your desired goals. Mercury retrograde 2021 on Aries. Aries who are age 5 to 14th of may contract a waterborne disease. This may not be a good time for people working in the media. However, politicians and sportsmen are likely to experience favorable times. You may face some difficulties in a new work or business, but eventually, they are likely to go away. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Effects of Mercury retrograde 2021 on Taurus. This transit may bring you some mental stress. Although you may have everything to satisfy you in life, you may feel there are some pending works you need to finish. Again, the limelight is likely to be there, but you may get devoid of desired success. Get the desired success by knowing strong and weak attributes of your birth chart. Access your free Janam-Patri analysis. Fortunately, your parents are likely to maintain good health. Your younger siblings, however, may face some health issues. The children may also encounter some hurdles with their education. The students, in general, are likely to face challenging times due to this transit. Your father may also face issues in his professional life. This retrograde, you may need to keep a check on your speech, especially when you are talking to your spouse. Effects of Mercury retrograde 2021 on Taurus. This time around, you may also need to give proper attention and time to your in-laws. Businessmen and professionals associated with communication works are advised to be cautious with their words. It is also advisable to not trust anyone blindly in your workplace or business. Though your fortunes are likely to improve, it is better to not prioritize others to avoid mental stress. Effects of Mercury retrograde 2021 on Gemini. Good times ahead can be foreseen for the Gemini. You are also likely to go on a small religious trip. However, the travels won't stop there for some. There are also chances that some of you may travel abroad. When it comes to your pending works, however small they seem, it is advisable to get done with them. Effects of Mercury retrograde 2021 on Gemini. Some relief may also be coming your way, as a long ailment of your parents can improve. Those who are looking to buy a vehicle or a property are advised to go for it only after taking some expert advice. There are chances of making a mistake if you try to do it yourself. However, you are likely to be successful in resolving some issues of your children. For lovers, this is likely to be a good time despite some minor issues in love life. There's a way around. Prevent the issues of your love life even before they occur, with Love Compatibility Report. Students are likely to enjoy a decent time, whereas people who are into sports and media are likely to experience some positive times. Politicians are also likely to have a good time. Your younger siblings may face some issues here and there with their marriage, while the elder ones are likely to enjoy peace and harmony. It is advisable to avoid unnecessary arguments with your father. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Cancer. Though you are likely to face some challenging times as a result of this transit, you are also equipped with enough tools to pull yourself out from tricky situations. Some issues may arise if you are trying to finish pending work related to parental properties. This time, you are likely to get inclined towards religious activities. It is advisable to be careful while forming new business partnerships. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Cancer. Cancer natives who are in the field of research are likely to get favorable results or even unexpected assistance. You may need to think thoroughly before buying new assets like a house, vehicle, or new land. Some unnecessary expenditures can also be foreseen. During this time, you may also spend more on your children. Unnecessary expenses can bring some cash crunch. Appease goddess Lakshmi for wealth and abundance with Lakshmi Ganesh Yantra. If your parents are suffering from a long illness, they may get some relief. Students may need to continue working hard during this time. Those who are working in the communication fields may get unfavorable results. Your mental strength is likely to reduce, and therefore, it is advisable to consult others as you go. Politicians are likely to try something new and get desired results from that. Your younger siblings are likely to enjoy good times. On the other hand, the elder ones are likely to face some troubles. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Leo. For Leo, it may well be a roller coaster ride of ups and downs when it comes to your family members. On the other hand, you are likely to earn much deserved support from your friends. From new partnerships, you may gain some profits, but they are not likely to come without its issues. Your colleagues are likely to have some disagreements with you and may even refuse to cooperate. However, you may need to deal with them carefully, especially if you are a businessman. Know more about your year in terms of your career. Get your handwritten career report 2021 now. During these times, you may not feel the peace and harmony in your married life. Those who are in a romantic relationship may run into troubles with their parents. It is advisable to be careful with your words. Women who are expecting a baby are advised to be careful of your health. Your parents are likely to enjoy good health. They even may find some relief from a prolonged ailment. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Leo. Students are likely to have some great, fruitful times. If you have children, there is a strong possibility of them traveling abroad. Those of you who are working in a publication industry are likely to make some mistakes. Also, this is supposed to be a good time for politicians and sports people. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Virgo. Dear Virgo, we understand. These are confusing times, and it may bring you some mixed thoughts. However, our advice would be simple. If you have made a decision, then try not to change it unless really required. You can also become a victim to an accident, and therefore it is advisable to look out for stray animals while driving. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Virgo. You may also need to be careful about any pending court-related matters. During these times, you are also likely to lose interest in your work due to your fickle-minded nature. Therefore, you may need to deal calmly when it comes to some important work. You may also want to keep a check on your words while talking to your in-laws or your maternal relatives. On a better note, you are likely to find a solution to your child's problem. Your parents are likely to maintain good health. If you are to face any skin or intestine-related issue, it is advisable to follow your doctor strictly. Students and businessmen are likely to enjoy good times alike. Those who are in the field of sports or media may also go through a decent phase. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Libra. Just like the symbol of your sign, the good and the bad times are balanced for you during this period. On the professional front, good times can be predicted. However, you may face some troubles while building mutual relations with others. On the positive note, you may improve your mental strength and make new strategies to be implemented at your workplace. The creativity is likely to improve. You may also make a new contract that may earn you profits in the near future. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Libra. During this time, you may face some stomach-related issues, or even some waterborne disease may disturb your health. Also, it is advisable to avoid taking any mental stress and instead focus on the religious work. An improvement in the property-related matters can also be foreseen. Those who are working in the fields of communication, sports, politics are likely to enjoy a good time. You are likely to find a solution to your children's problem but may get worried about your parents' health. Your younger siblings are likely to enjoy good times whereas your elder siblings may face some troubles, especially with their marriage. Avoid a troublesome marriage with Guna Milan of the Janam Patri. Get your Kundali matched now. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Scorpio. During this time, you may get tensed about some pending property work. However, it is advisable for you to have patience, and the favorable results are not far away. You may indulge in some arguments with your family members. You may need to give proper attention to your parents' health. Your sleep schedule may get disturbed, and thus, the mental stress is likely to increase. It is advisable for you to keep a check on your mobile and social media usage. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Scorpio. Small trips that you are planning to make are likely to fetch you good results. Students are also likely to enjoy a good time. If you have any pending work that needs to be completed, this may be a good time to finish it with a consultation from an expert. You may also get inclined to religious activities. Find out more about your good and not so good times in detail. Access your personalized 2021 quarter-wise report. You may also find a solution to your children's problem. Lovers, on the other hand, are likely to have a tough time. Those who are associated with works of communication, sports, and politics may face challenging times. Your siblings are also likely to have tough times waiting for them, albeit only during this period. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Sagittarius. This retrograde of Mercury is likely to bring you challenging and unfavorable times. It is advisable to think it through before making any important decisions. Also, if you are traveling, you may need to take care of your valuable belongings, including your electronics. You may also notice some changes in your personality during this time. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Sagittarius. When it comes to important documents, you may need to read them carefully before signing them. There is a possibility that you may get into trouble with legal matters. You may also fail to find any solution to some health-related issue your parents may be facing. On the other hand, you may get a solution to some problem your child may be facing. Find solutions to any question bugging you. Ask an astrologer today. There is a strong possibility that your child may travel abroad. During this phase, you are likely to spend more. The younger siblings are likely to have tough times ahead, whereas the elder siblings may experience good times. Those who want to sell a property are likely to have favorable times. People working in communication, sports, and politics may also have a decent period. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Capricorn. Capricorns, relax. The retrograde is likely to bring some good times for you. It may be a good time to forget old strategies and ideas. Your mother's health is likely to improve, whereas your father may face some minor disturbances. You may also need to give special time to your family so that you continue to maintain healthy relationships with them. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Capricorn. While taking care of your resources, you may need to keep an eye of your account balance. During this time, a leash on your speech may be the key for you, especially with your spouse and in-laws. It is advisable to avoid arguments and confrontations. You may be able to resolve the problems of your child. Those who are dealing with any neck and eye-related problems are likely to get some relief. Mental strength may also increase. However, misuse of those abilities may invite some unwanted troubles you may want to avoid. During this time, your speaking and negotiating abilities are likely to increase. And as a result of that, those who work in communication or politics are likely to enjoy great times. Know more about great times of your 2021 with detailed insights to important areas of your life. Read your free yearly horoscope now. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Aquarius. Hey Aquarius, this is no time to make any hurried decisions. When it comes to your emails, you may need to read them carefully before sending or forwarding them to others. You are also likely to use this period in learning new skills. You may also get some new responsibilities at your job, and you may need to work hard to accomplish those. It is advisable for you to read the documents carefully before signing them. Here is some inspiration. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Aquarius. Any pending work related to parental property is likely to get resolved. Your siblings are likely to enjoy good times during this period. You are also likely to notice some changes in your behavior and thoughts. You may find a solution for your children's problems. Your parents' health is also likely to improve. This is likely to be a good time for your mental strength. Those who are working in the fields related to communication, politics, and sports may find this to be a good time. The same goes for the students out there. Lovers are also likely to have a good time ahead. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Pisces. Pisces are likely to enjoy some good times thanks to this Mercury retrograde. You are likely to gain creativity, and that may help you finish some of your creative projects. You may also enjoy some good short and long trips. Your siblings are also likely to have a good time on these trips. Effects of Mercury Retrograde 2021 on Pisces. This is also likely to be a good time for those who are willing to send their children to study abroad. The decisions that you take during this time are likely to produce good profits in the future. However, your parents are likely to face some issues with their health. Your father may even get into trouble in his professional life. Remove obstacles from your personal and professional life. Worship the Vinaharta with Ganesh Puja, performed by Vedic Purohits. Students are likely to have a good time. On the other hand, newly married couples may face some issues in their married life. For a short time, your spouse may decide to part ways. They may even go for an international trip away from home. People who are in a relationship are likely to have a good time. Those who are in the communication sector may face some issues. Politicians are likely to enjoy a favorable period. Mercury retrograde effects on India. How will the Mercury retrograde affect India, as a country? For the country, Taurus is in the ascendant. Mercury retrograde will take place in the 10th house, the house of career and profession. As a result, we may see India facing some financial troubles in the first quarter of 2021, though the government is likely to come out of the cash crunch in the latter part of the year. The production of chemical and petroleum products is likely to increase. The real estate sector is likely to go through a changing phase. The sector of telecommunication is likely to expand, thanks to Mercury. Mercury retrograde effects on India. This is what Mercury Retrograde 2021 is about to bring us. As we can see, some of us can relax, and some of us are likely to make some preparations. Whatever may be the case, change is inevitable and very necessary to move ahead with our lives. As we prepare for the retrograde, let's hope for the best.